What's up, reprobates? This is Apbt Spank Tudor, also known as Abaya Eber Spank and Austin, the full-blown Yahuan. A while back, maybe a year or so ago, I had one of my true pedigree viewings, Apbt Spank to the true pedigree viewings, and in that I had featured this gorgeous drop dead animal. Gorgeous drop dead gorgeous animal, Watchdog Moonshadow, in which I showed the pedigree on her pedigree on online Apbt online pedigrees, and she was a little bit heavier set. Well, here she's at chain condition weight, possibly going through a keep. I don't know, but she's definitely chain condition weight at about 40 or 50 pounds. To get the exact weight, I would have to go back on the website where I acquired this picture around that time and get the weight that was listed for that. But I think she's around 40 to 45, 50 pounds here. I'm not sure. But we're gonna do a quick pedigree viewing. Because I have true pedigree viewings and I have pro demonstrations here on this channel, which is a small but informative outlet. I have yet to ask to like, subscribe, or share any of my videos, but I think I would take the time out today to ask anybody that's already subscribe to me or not subscribe to me looking at this video to like, watch, and share, and also subscribe if you already have not subscribed to my channel, which is called Full Blown Yahuan. So let's get into the pedigree viewing side of that. First of all, I like to get into it, not for nothing. My homie had called me and he was telling me about the YouTube beefs that were going on. Then I actually saw a video before I move on to my pedigree viewing, and it's a reason and cause and effect for everything I do. Rhyme and reason, things of that nature. But and he was telling me about the Thompson's Kennel thing that was going on with Little Triple J and Puny K9, formerly known as Apbt K9 Athletes, now known as Alpha Performance Athletes or K9. But it just tickled me when I finally went back online and saw a video, not on his channel, but a guy had started a channel off of the two videos of Little Triple J, and Puny K9 Alpha Performance Athletes, and just tickled me when I got to his video. And it's only two videos on the channel when I saw it. I just saw it, just channel. I swag and I surf. I was channel surfing, and I saw that he was commenting on it. He was hot. Like, it seems to me, I don't agree with everything that Thompson Kennel has said, about the big breed pit bulls and stuff like that. And I've mentioned them in my videos a couple of years ago. But it seems to me that they kind of, more so, I don't think Triple J was directly shooting shots at him. He could have been, because that guy, it's known that he has Boyle's dogs. And before it gets away from me, I don't know about his Boyle's dogs, but his termite dogs look like termite. NC is the game, and termite was a North Carolina dog. Heavy Jocko Red Boy dog. So his dogs do look like termite. But far as why I brought it up, it just took me when I got to the Alpha K9 part of the video, because I said the channel that I saw it on only had two videos, and it was called Dog BEEFS or whatever, and it had those two videos featured. But the one with Puny K9, he just tickled me. Bulls dogs. That just tickled me, man. Bulls dogs. Bulls dogs. Bulls dogs. And then he talking like that sport that he's speaking about isn't illegal. Like, he would just get out there and just name out and call out himself for what he's doing. But other than that, Thompson Kennel, not to advocate for him or anybody that I'm speaking about in this video of mine. He does have some nice dogs. But I know his termite dogs, a couple of them, they look like termite. But for as Bulls dogs. Hey fam, I ain't gonna call you fam, I ain't gonna call you bro. Hey dude, say it with me. Boils. Boils. I thought I ain't know what the hell he was talking about. It threw me off because I was new to the beef anyway. I'm actually late on it. But a guy did one of my guys that has a he does well with his pit bull dogs and he does have a YouTube channel. We conversate here and there back and forth. We pretty cool, you know what I'm saying? One of my buddies, one of my guys. And he was telling me about it. So this was a little while ago. And I was late on it, but when I did catch it, just catch on to it, just tickled me. The Bulls dogs. Hey, say it with me. Performance, athlete, performance, whatever your name is. You can always be known as Puny K9. You pull up Puny K9, he'll come up. But dude, say it with me. It's Boyles. Boyles. And I believe it's spelled Boyales. If not, you can switch the E and put it in front of the L. But it's pronounced as Boyles. Boyles. Say it with me, Boyles dogs, not Bulls dogs. But yeah. So let me start my true pedigree viewing. This is Apbt Spank too. I just had to get that off because that was funny to me, and I don't have anything to do with it, but it just was funny to me that he was saying that the guy Thompson's kennels, he didn't have purebred Bulls dogs. And reason why I brought that even came to my mind, because I don't care what they're doing over here, there, and everywhere, but it just came to my mind because this is a true pedigree viewing, and when trying to prove a point against me, the guy that says Bulls dogs, he made a fake pedigree of Society Grapevine's Conan, which I've already shown how Conan really looked, and Conan was the first watchdog in Staffordshire breeding. But moving right along, let's get into this animal's pedigree. Give me a second, good fellows. Apbt online pedigrees, Watchdogs, Moonshadow. And you'll see that
I found this on the web.
And you'll see that this dog is heavy Indian Bolio, as I've expressed before in another true pedigree viewing. But the only reason I tap back into her because the picture online shows her as probably they probably weren't doing much with her. She was heavy, running around the yard. Probably was a good pet, but you can clearly see that's the same dog. And there's Moonshadow. So you are now embarked on the journey with Apbt Spank, Tudor, Spank, and Austin. Abaya, Eber is the full-blown Yahuan. So let's get into this dog's pedigree. We got Couturier's Blue Bully. Which to my understanding, Walling Hall's bully son was Bully. His name was Bully at first, and he's clearly not a bully. So let's get into this dog's pedigree. Davis's Boomerang. When I talk about the Watchdogs, I always fail to forget that. Davis's Boomerang is also in the part of the Watchdog pedigrees. But let's get into it. We already did this before, so let me just go quick. I really just want to tap into the Boomerang part. Some season on the top side. So we've already seen Blue Buddha before. This is another true pedigree viewing. You got Patrick's Bull Boy Bob, Rom. Heavy in that. And this was bred out of Top Staff, and that's close in the pedigree of this dog. So, got Patrick's Tuffy, Patrick's Little Tater, Patrick's Red Lady. Which you already know these dogs are heavily Patrick bred. So some of the Patrick stuff did produce blue dogs, just as his McCool's dogs. But that's another pedigree viewing. We'll get into the Mountain Men pedigree viewing. I'm just not advocating for the Watchdog and blue dogs. I just like to prove reprobates wrong. I like to swing my sword, and that's a part of it. But mainly towards righteousness. You know, I am a Baya Eber, the full-blown Yehorn. But I did just want to tap back into the Watchdog because through Beelzebub and Blue Bullet, these dogs are do have so I wanted to let y'all know that really I forgot that Patrick's Blitz was bred into Bull Boy Bob Rom. So that's Patrick's Blitz. Right, and you'll see that she was bred into Patrick's Blitz. I mean, Patrick's Blitz was damed by Kincaid's Princess. So it's a good blood in these dogs, these Watchdogs. And that's Grand Champion Davis's Boomerang. So this is closer to Moonshadow, Beelzebub, Blue Bully, etc. in their pedigree. So this is the Padilla's dogs. That includes the Padilla's dogs, Buster, Paris, Skylar, those dogs that was bred and breedings were popular breeds were bred and those by the kid RDG. He was affiliated with Benji Reyes, and a lot of those dogs were and the good breeding started with CSK's. Shout out to Kilo. So they know their history of the game and they know what they wanted to run. And that was with and Benji came in through the with the Preacher Man dogs, and he has a lot of the Duke of Camelot, and not to get off topic, the Duke of Camelot, and what is that dog's name? I had that dog in my pedigree viewing before, and Golden Bud, and those dogs, Pools, Max, etc. Dogs that y'all hate to say are true game dogs or pit bulls. So this is not deep, far back in the Watchdog pedigree. The specimen I'm speaking of now is Watchdog Moonshadow. Focus up reprobate. So there you have it. So let's go back. So like I said, it's not far back in the pedigree of this animal. Through CSK's Pookie. Like I said, you had Patrick's Tater. My dog now is Heavy Patrick. You know what I'm saying? Apbt. I'm sorry. Off the Ready Red Kennels, Diamond, and Little Nino litter, Stacia Stadium. So she's heavy Indian Bulio, but it's a different strand. Like he advertises through Patrick's home. So that's Blue Bully. And that's her sire. And that's back to Moonshadow. So that doesn't go back far, these animals. Pedigree. And the bottom side is where the staff comes in. And the best of the best kept staffs on the yard. From Indian Sunday to Maurice Carver. Shout out to Schoolboy Garcia. I saw his video on Tombstone. And Tombstone has some a lot of staff in his blood. And it was revealed. It doesn't surprise me because that dog was a huge dog. And he also made a joke of and made a light joke about how in the eyes of the people that handled Tombstone, he was only 15 or 20 pounds, but in all actuality, the dog was well over 60 pounds unconditioned. He's a huge dog. You can see that in his pedigree pick. So I just doubling back, and I'm using Moonshadow to do so, just showing you the heavy staff blood that this line of dog has that we call Watchdogs. So you got the Archer lady. I forget her first name. So with your reverberation, her name is this, her name is that. Miss Archer is what I'm gonna call her. Yeah, Hal's Mr. Bull, Haley's or Hal's Mr. Bull. Let's look at that. Let's look at that. You know, go back to merge. It's an old staff blood. But you got that ruffian expert, which that's what top staffers came out of. So these dogs are I think Archer was a woman. I'm not sure. I know Indian Sun and Indian Doc was off the Archer dogs, and Indian Doc is in these dogs' pedigree as well. So you got Ruffian Grey Boy of Harwin. So that's where a lot of the blue comes into. You know, Kwame Winston, better known as the master of all bulldogs, he was right about that. But you know, he goes off into a different ideology and weird shit too. So these dogs are heavy staff, bottom side. Top side, they're heavy bolio through Bull Boy Bob Brom, and also is thrown in down the bottom side of these dogs. So these dogs are heavy staff, and when it gets up to the pedigree of the watchdog, the Staffordshire blood is the way it was bred. It comes out into top staff. Oh, battery getting low. Gotta cut this pedigree viewing short. I'm gonna show some more pictures of these staffs before I end this pedigree viewing. But the epitome of the Staffordshire blood. Oh, I got off of it. We got Tudor's Blackjack, and Blackjack 2 is back there too. So I clicked off of that, but I'll go back there. You can have some home fun. Like I always tell y'all, you know, do your own due diligence. So y'all brag about Earl Tudor, you reprobates, and then y'all deny the staff blood that he had and how the staff blood was started, you know, off of game dogs off his yard, like Champion White Rock and those dogs. Jolly Camp. Got a lot of Jolly Camp in here too, but it all goes back in the close lineage of the Watchdogs. The way these Staffordshires were bred, it comes back to mostly the blood of top staff. So that's good. I think this is Gallant's Rough. No, this is Jolly Camp's Blue Guard. So that's how the blue came into the pit bulls, and a lot of guys called the blue dogs, and I'll never get into calling dogs and neutering and dogs and stuff and spading or whatever you call it. cutting their sex organs off and stuff like that. I'm not into that. And even Schoolboy Garcia has spoke of a good dog that he liked, but he ended up calling it because it quit. Well, if I'm glad that the old timers, all of them, even the ones that date back towards past or before Mr. Schoolboy, because we wouldn't have dogs like Plumber's Alligator and dogs like that. Because if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure because Apbt Spank Tudor usually write about these things. Satin Lady was a cold bitch, but they made sure they got I think it was Nigger to Wichita Falls out here in Texas to breed with her and make that dog and keep that blood going with the Tudor blood. But I had clicked off of it. You might have to do your own due diligence. I had clicked off of it by accident, and these dogs go all the way back to Blackjack, and they're straight staffs. These are Staffordshires. These are Staffordshires. And this is Gallant's Rough. And these dogs go all the way back to Blackjack. These are Staffordshires. And if I keep clicking, they're going to go all the way back to Tudor's Blackjack. A couple other Tudor line dogs. But the basis of the Staffordshire is off of Earl Tudor's Yaw, whom had, again, like I always tell you, reprobates.